the 10 Commandments of the environment, which is 10 parts summary of the church, which is in 2015, which was summarized by Bishop Gambalo Kibali in 2005. Number 1 of the commandments. You must cooperate with all of the creations. Humans use a lot of water, and when I mean a lot, I mean a fucking lot. Like, when we go to wash laundry, that uses like 15 to 30 gallons of water. But you can also reduce that by putting in more clothes and, doing it at like specific times in the day so it doesn't use that much electricity as well. Another way is through the shower, because typically a person uses from 1 to 5 gallons of water a day for showering. So if you lessen that, that would be fantastic. Number 2, you should strike a balance between the materialism and nature. You can do this by all sorts of ways. Like drinking water. And milk. In the cow milk that we normally drink, that also can lead to more methane that we do use that can harm the earth. Almond milk uses a crap ton of water, and oat milk uses like liters because it doesn't need that much to process itself, apparently. So I'd recommend going with oat milk, but if you want to go with the other stuff, you totally can. We're using them, and they're kind of like using us because we give them the fuel to stay alive, but we use them for calcium that we need to make our bones stronger or get more energy out of the day. Number 3, you should consider the entire plan as an environmental question. In doing so, you can do this by using using reusable bags. This is a bag I got from the $99 store. They were handing these out for 99 cents. I'm broke because of it now, but that's besides the point. It is plastic, although it can be recycled in a number 2 waste bin. I wouldn't say it's eco-friendly, since if you do lose this bag, we're kind of like screwed. I say we use paper bags or the reusable ones, like this big old hunka here. This thing's about like 10 pounds, but it has like insulation on the inside so that you could put in make stuff cold, and I don't think it's gonna melt. I haven't tried it yet, but it's a good investment. Number 4, we must place human rights ahead of scientific advances. We're constantly advancing these days. It's like eventually we're gonna have a flying car, and I wouldn't be there to see it, which sucks. But you know what? It's okay, because I could already see one in GTA. Bro, whatever. You could do this. This practically means GMOs. We use scientific research to better ourselves, like make sure that we get the right nutrition or the Number 5, you must remember nature is not a divine reality, but a gift from God. Like literally anything. But what we don't see is the stuff that we leave around, like trash. Who knew? That's why we have great custodians that like to, pick up after our lazy butts. But I mean, we can also do that for ourselves. What we normally do is, clean up. You know how teachers back in the day when we had playtime, like, all right, everybody, clean up after yourselves. Well, we can do that now again, but there's no call for us to clean it up. But most of us don't even clean up. So we need a constant reminder that we need to take care of our environment by picking up trash, throwing stuff in the recycling, and reusing the stuff that we already put out into the environment. Number 6, you must help balance a development with the preservation. So when you have a store literally like less than a mile away, there's no point in you driving there. You can just walk there. Take a bike, although my mom can't take a bike. Take a scooter. That would be fun, but getting up the hill would be awful. What I'm saying is just basically don't waste fossil fuels. Because, yes, they are harmful for the environment, but we could also use it for something else. Like, a new building. That sounds a lot better. That has pools on every floor. Although that would be a giant fucking flood one day, but you know what? It's a good idea, I guess. Number 7, you must share the goods with the world. You could do this by donating clothes or donating money or giving service to the environment by picking up trash or cleaning up compost. Well, not cleaning up compost, making compost, or cleaning up fire hazards that would eventually destroy the fucking forest or something. Number 8, you must collaborate with the government to protect the environment. So in doing so, you don't have to do much except for sort out your trash and recycling. If you throw something that's recycling in the trash, dig it out. There's a sink right behind you. You can wash your hands when you're done. Oh, it's nasty. Picking up dog poop is pretty nasty, but you don't see me complaining. Yeah, just sort out the things that the government actually gave you, which is trash bins, recycle bins, green bins. We're constantly using the green bins for, compost and all that stuff. We're not actually using it for compost. We're using it to get rid of plants that are in front of my house, even though it is bad for the environment. Yeah, just use the bins that they gave you. Another way you can help the environment. Number 9, make sure you turn off the lights when you leave a room. See that? My mom's always complaining that I'm in the dark. Actually, I've been fucking saving the environment this whole time, and she didn't know. I'm disappointed. Another thing you can do is set a timer for water so you don't use that much, which also leads into the comment I made earlier about water usage. Don't waste water in the bathtub. You could be using that for something else more exciting than that. Number 10, you should always keep a good spirit for God's creation. So, what does that mean? Going outside. Well, obviously we can't do that because of the coronavirus, but go outside, go on a hike. Take your loved ones and be like, you know what? Today is gonna be the day where I show you how to go fishing, or a day where you're like, this is the day where I go outside for like the first time in a week, which I probably need to do. Is there even an outside? Damn, I'm looking at a wall. But take in God's gift as a remembrance of what we can be in the future.